Hi BookTube, it's Thea and I'm back for another review. This review is going to be on a book called Can't Look Away by Donna Kuner. This was released in 2014 and follows our main character, Tori Gray, who has a beauty channel on YouTube. She posts haul videos and she posts makeup tutorials and how-to videos and fashion videos. This book centers around Tori after her sister has died in an accident. Her sister was killed by a drunk driver. After her sister dies, people start bashing her on her channel and making comments, both good and bad, and so she steps away from the spotlight and doesn't post a video for a while. Then her parents decide that they're going to move to Texas to start fresh. Tori's cousin lives there. And so they move to Texas so they can start fresh and Tori can get to know her cousin who she hasn't seen in a long time. The story starts with her moving to Texas and getting to know her cousin better and meeting new friends and trying to start over. Also, she's trying to find herself but also fit in. I gave this book 1.5 stars. I gave it a 2 stars on Goodreads, but after thinking about it and making this review, I decided I'm giving it 1.5 stars. I had a lot of issues with our main character. She, for a 16-year-old, seems very self-centered, very conceited. She judges people based on their makeup and their fashion, and she uses her YouTube channel to get fame after her sister dies, and I just don't feel like that's a really good representation of someone who has a YouTube channel, that it's not used to get famous, it's used as an outlet, and I don't think the author does that justice. Actually, an opening that I want to read to you guys that gave me already of how... Excuse you, I'm trying to film here. I'm trying to film. Thank you. Go lay down. Go lay down. One of the main points that I wanted to make that the author makes very openly in the very beginning, which already gave me an indication that I wasn't going to like this book, was when our main character was talking to her cousin and she was talking about a witness statement that they will have to give, a victim impact statement that they will have to give when the killer comes up for trial in court. And this is what our main character says. I don't think I could ever do anything like that. Making a statement in court might be exactly what I need to do. I don't think I could ever do anything like that. Ray Ling, who's the cousin, says, I shrug, but feel better than I have in weeks. It reminds me of how I felt when I had over 1,000 likes on my vlog about fishtail braiding within 10 minutes of posting. Will there be reporters? Ray Ling asks. Probably, I say. The coverage is guaranteed to be extensive. They would probably link to my videos. It would be touching and inspiring. A perfect comeback. I'll just have to be ready with a really cool vlog to post right afterwards when all the traffic peaks. My mind zooms in and out of the conversation with Ray Ling. Who thinks like that? Who thinks about how many likes and how many posts you're gonna get on a video after your sister dies and you have to give a witness statement? Seriously? Is this girl that conceited and self-centered that she's thinking about how she's gonna, the kind of vlog she's gonna make after having this statement? Who thinks like that? That was the first time I was frustrated with this book and the character. This was the first indication of how our character was gonna be judging her friends and her peers. Outside, I slide into the car and pull the door shut behind me. It doesn't close. You have to slam it really hard. Classy, she thinks. Already judging. I slam it 3 more times until it finally shuts. Ray Ling glances at me as she pulls out into the street. She's wearing chandelier earrings that hang almost to her shoulders, a pink tee, and a blue jean miniskirt. It's not great, but it's not horrible. Until I glance down. Cowboy boots with embroidered heart and flowers? Seriously? That is throughout the entire book. This is how our character thinks. That was the first indication of how judgmental she was going to be. This scene continues. Ouch! I fumble around to come up with a silver tube. What is this? A baton. I'm trying not to be a twirler. A twirler? Like throwing a silver tube up in the air and throwing around? Why? I asked. Because honestly, I can't think of a reason why anyone would. Why is she so judgmental? This is her cousin. Who cares if she's going to be a twirler and wants to twirl batons around? Just because it's not what she wants to do, who cares? The whole book centers around what things look like. Example, chapter 5. I hate coming home. Not that I can call this flat, unremarkable house a home. The walls are all beige. The walls are all beige, and the cheap furniture looks like it was paid off in monthly payments over a very long period of time. Seriously? Really? Who cares? Why is this important? Why does this have to be descriptions in the book? Like, this is all from our character. This is what she's thinking the entire book. The entire book is like this. This is the thoughts of our main character. All she thinks about is beauty and fashion. She judges people by beauty and fashion. This is how the whole book is written from the character's point of view. This is the only thing that's ever on her mind. She even when she's trying to make friends, that's all she's thinking about is wearing a $200 jacket to impress people. I mean, yes, granted, she's 16, but who thinks about this all of the time? I mean, granted, I love books, don't get me wrong, and I talk about books, and I think about books a lot, but it's not the only thing I talk about. And I don't judge people based on their books. I don't judge people based on the books that they like, don't like, read, don't read. Everyone is allowed and entitled to their own opinions. And I feel like it's the same thing with fashion and with makeup. Some people, like myself, don't wear a lot of makeup. I don't particularly enjoy it. It makes my face break out, and I just haven't really found makeup that I like. So I don't wear makeup. Other people would want to wear makeup. Go for it. Wear all the makeup that you want. Fashion is who you are. That's what makes you your personality. That's what makes you express yourself. And just because someone is wearing a $200 jacket trying to be this beauty guru doesn't mean that, like, just because that's what her fashion is, doesn't mean that, like, my t-shirt and jeans is wrong. That's what I enjoy. That's how I express myself. Why does someone have to be judgmental and have to judge people based on what they wear? I don't get it, and I don't like it. I'm very frustrated with this book, and I don't particularly enjoy the way that the author wrote this character. I have so many issues with this book, and I am rambling, and I'm getting really angry, and I'm like, I try to make my reviews like not like this, but I honestly hated this book. Now, even thinking about it, I think I'm going to lower it to 1 star. Look Away by Donna Cooner. A 1-star book. So that's my review on Can't Look Away by Donna Cooner. A 1-star book review, which I don't do very often, and I need to. Let me know down in the comments below if you've even heard of this book, if you've read it. What are your thoughts and opinions? If you like this video, give it a thumbs up. As always, don't forget to subscribe, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye.